kick it. I'll say kick it, and you'll just kick it with a tasty groove, okay? 1, 2, 3, kick it. Kick it. Come on. God damn it. Could you one time kick it? What the?
Alan Cox.
Here we go. He'll ad-lib. He'll be fine.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.
Thanks very much for being here. Say hi to Bill Squire. He's right over there, too.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Yeah, it's so weird to not do the whole thing,
you do whatever you want.
Yeah, moving on.
We'll figure it out. Hey, Mary Santora is right over there, too.
Hi, guys.
And Poundcake is back in Studio G.
Afternoon, white people.
Like a real G. He's back there. We can hear Poundcake?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent.
Now, did you manage? You're the guy.
I'm the guy.
So far, from what I've heard, a lot of our markets that have gotten brand new equipment, new studios, we're not the only one. Every market has a guy or a girl or a girl.
Okay. Or a non-binary.
Whatever. A person, right? Every market has a person who, now I don't know that they all did it before the show was even on the air. You've earned yourself a special place with that.
I usually do. I'm a very special guy.
You are. If you'd like to join us on the phone, please do. 216-578-1007, 800-348-1007. You can send a text. I will see those. 35192. I'm still trying to, when I was here this morning, everybody was asking me, how was the show? It sounded great. How you feeling in there? Blah, blah, blah. I said, well, it's good. I'm just, there's a lot of muscle memory that I need to retrain myself in many, many ways. There's not only just new equipment, but new ways of doing things here. And so I'm, if you hear me somehow kind of shuffling things around in here, that's what I'm doing. We are, by the way, on the speakers outside on Euclid Avenue. And I had a little conversation about that with management this morning as well. And we came to the conclusion that, okay. Because I kind of put up a stink. I go, I don't need the hassle of some jamoke walking by, doesn't know who I am, nor does he or she care, but complaining about something. And they put my mind at ease. They said, don't worry about it. It's a much better situation. It'll be more fun if it's blasting out there on Euclid Avenue. So there it is. We're blasting out on Euclid Avenue. With no delay, I might add.
If someone's going to get upset about it, chances are they don't know who we are anyway. So they're going to walk past, hear something, and be like, they're not going to know that's the Alan Cox Show.
Well, there's fans of this show who get upset at us all the time. So that doesn't preclude them.
I'm saying that
doesn't preclude them from getting upset.
A passerby is probably not going to know the proper people to reach out to or go through the steps to do it.
They're going to go to and if we get to that point where they go, all right, I got to contact somebody at iHeartMedia, probably Dave.
Dave iHeartMedia takes all those calls. That's why he's such a successful CEO. He takes all of the calls personally. He doesn't take them personally. He responds to them personally.
Personally takes them.
Alan, where's Tiny Poundcake? Tiny Poundcake is just to my left. You'll see him right back here if you're watching the live stream.
Tiny Poundcake gets better digs than I do. Yeah. So
Dude, it's so funny.
Five-star treatment.
This morning was my daughter's first day of first grade. And so throughout the school year, I usually take her to school and then I come to work. Well, obviously, it's the first day of first grade, first day of the year, and Gwen and I both go and we drop her off. And so we are, it's very exciting. There are some kids who dread returning to school.
That was me.
I liked going to school, even though I got beaten up a lot. I still liked school because I'm super cool. And, but I like going to school. She was beside herself, excited to go back to school. She's going to be with some new friends in this class and blah, blah, blah. So we're looking at the classroom and where she'll be sitting. And she goes, I have my own desk. And I go, hey, you managed to leapfrog daddy. I don't even have that. But I didn't realize that kids still had the big bucket desks with the top that flip. I didn't know that was a thing anymore because kids, they all have cubbies now.
So cubbies are for like your shoes and your coat and stuff instead of lockers.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was still a thing. I was like, wow, the flip top desk.
But that's still for like elementary school kids. I think that's still pretty standard.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I think
we
so.
didn't get rid of those. I feel like I don't think we had them in middle school.
Yeah, I feel like in middle school is when we went to the ones that were like, you had like the side pocket on some of the desks.
We didn't have that.
But not even like it was just like someplace to put a thing, but you couldn't keep anything in there because you had to take everything from class to class.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that might have been still in
Well,
elementary school. Now that I think about it,
I mean,
not-
my school is K through 8, so I remember having them well into like 6th, 7th grade.
yeah, but in regular elementary schools, they're also not switching classrooms.
Yeah.
That's when that stops. You don't get the desk with the thing underneath anymore.
I
You
see
gotta
what you
take
mean.
out. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah.
she's going to be in the same classroom all day long in first grade.
Well, they moved to a couple different classrooms.
Really?
Yeah, that's her homeroom though.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't feel like
As
we
I
started
understand
doing
oh,
that.
it's Bay Village, so they're fancy.
Is
They're
that what
like,
it
we
is?
This
can
is a
move-
cubby
we
for all of
can
your
move around. Yeah, this
your
is where your
organic
Gucci
kale
goes. Yeah.
and your
Gucci.
salmon salads for lunch.
That's right. Oh my
and-
goodness. No, none of these schools get free lunch anymore because they didn't re-up. Congress didn't re-up the free lunch thing.
Really?
Yeah. They thought,
thought there was, like-
it's too expensive to feed children.
No,
The poor
even,
kids always eat free.
That's what I was gonna say. Even if your family's on like a
Yeah, I had a lunch card.
income,
I don't know. I
There's
just
still
know that they,
places where people like at the end of a school year, a kid will have a lunch debt.
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Nah, see, you guys don't understand what it's like being poor because we were always the cool kids because we always would get the double slice of pizza at lunch.
Yeah, because you didn't get dinner.
Yeah, that's what it was.
We got
Like,
dinner. We
have
just
all
got
you want.
a very unhealthy dinner.
He had a baby WIC card in school.
My brother used to come to my classroom. I tell the story all the time about how he would forget his lunch card, and then we would hear a knock on the door, and the teacher's all suspicious, and then open up the door. It's my brother. He's like, "Yo, I forgot my lunch card. I got to go charge it." And I'm like,
Well, they were interchangeable.
they weren't supposed to be, but because he was my brother and he was like the big mouth on campus, everyone just kind of gave him a pass. They're like,
No, but
big
he's not missing
mouth
no
on
meals.
campus, not big man on campus.
The big mouth on
big
campus.
mouth on campus.
Yep.
Here
And
it
young
comes.
Poundcake was determined to supplant his brother as the big mouth on campus.
No, I didn't. I was actually very reserved. And I'm really glad my brother didn't want to go into radio because he would definitely surpass me. He would probably be canceled by now, but he still would be a very controversial figure, I'm sure.
So, but because you were in the same family, was it considered like they looked the other way on the interchangeability of the lunch card?
Yeah, they're like, he's definitely poor and he's definitely hungry. So we know that he needs to have this lunch card filled.
Speaking of lunch, I had lunch today.
Oh,
Yesterday,
okay.
well, here's the
what a
thing.
rare occurrence.
Well,
It is Wednesday, so he gets a little
He
hungry
gets
by
to
today.
eat. He gets
yeah.
to eat on Wednesdays.
that's
yeah.
right. Stansbury does Big Hair Wednesday, and I do Lunch Wednesday. Is what I. The alliteration's not as fun, but whatever. No, yesterday I was just very nervous. I wanted to make sure everything was going to be correct for the first show, so I didn't eat until dinner time last night. Today, because I would have lunch every day in my office at Oak Tree, I thought, well, I'm going to have to shift my eating habits. So I'm going to have to eat breakfast, which I don't care to do, and skip lunch and then eat dinner. Well, today I was feeling a little peckish.
Okay.
So, and I was further ahead in the preparation of the show than I thought I would be. I went down to the Heinen's down here.
Great.
See, I don't spend a lot of time you guys spend way more time in downtown Cleveland than I do. Now that we're down here, I know how to get around,
Yeah.
but I don't go in every door and know where everything is. But I know that Heinen's is down there, and I got some sushi from Heinen's.
They do.
That's what
Great
I
job.
had for lunch.
I forgot about
It
that.
was
Heinen's,
delicious.
until those customers yesterday went and got a banana and some lemons to do a fruit bowl on the window. So that's a nice little
Yeah.
resource to have down here.
I went and got food for dinner last night there, and I was like, man, this is so nice. Because by the time I drive 25 minutes home, and I'm like, man, I don't want to go to the grocery store and get it, but you just little walk there, little grab a couple things.
It was nice. I was very confused, though, when I walked in because I'd never even been in there before.
Oh, well, if you're looking for the pre-made stuff, the nice thing is that's as soon as you walk in. At, like the grab and go in that like rotunda.
I guess. That's
Yeah,
where
that's
I
where
went
you
to
got
get
the
the
sushi.
Yeah.
The
but it was
actual
like a-
grocery store is in the back
I
with like
see.
the aisles and
Well,
stuff.
I'm sure I'll be in there more than once. But no, it was a lot of fun. So listen, congratulations, people that live down here. You got that Heinen's. And it's great news for us anytime, now that we know for the future, that we have any fruit-based genitalia prop jokes we need. It's just a block and a half away. That's good to know.
block and a half away.
Yes. I've got to take a break. If you want to text for anything, 35192. You can join us on the phone if you like, 216-578-1007. 800-348-1007, and we'll be back.
This is the Alan Cox